Ta-ra-ra-ta-ta-ra-ra-ta-ta-ra-ra-ta-ta. Okay, we're live, I guess. Let me just quickly check things because I'm doing here some checks. Let me just So today I'm going to be honest. I don't have anything to play, but I want to try something. Well, no, it's not new because I played this before, but I'm going to start from the beginning, maybe if I can, because you read the title, Escape. The game about rolling with a board with wheels. The sport about breaking the rules that somehow made into the Olympic Games, where there are rules. And this can be an alternative way to commute if you live in Europe, because you live in America. Well, you probably can endure 3 hours skating, but I doubt it personally. And I'm probably going to be in this screen for a long time because this game is taking a lot of time to load. I don't have a plan B, so I had to think of how this works because I honestly don't have anything to play for you because Xenoblade is over. There's nothing new that I can do. Everything is boring and sort of repetitive. Because I mean, I played for 150 hours. Anyone will say, "Oh, but you played more." Yeah, well, probably you don't have. Well, you have a lot of time in your life, but you don't. So I want to do things as quick as efficient as possible and not waste a lot of time because time is money. And I'm going to relaunch the game because it doesn't want to work. Otherwise, so somehow this is the first game that was made for PC or is made in PC that asks for a controller. And it's logical that they ask for a controller because some of the emotions here cannot be precise enough with keyboard and mouse. I usually play with keyboard and mouse, but this time I'm going to play with a controller because I'm forced to and because I'm forced to. Yeah, surprise. Surprise, surprise. And please just start already. Please. Please. Just launch. I want to see if I can start a new game. And also see how can I fix the screen problem here. And the very very slow loading times. Oh, come on. Two-factor authenticator. Okay, thank you fucking much. Well, at least it's working. That's something. That's something good. Now I have to wait till is configuring. And please this time open the fucking game. Anything else you want to ask me? Skateboard the game. Sam Buster. I switched the game to English so you can understand. Configuring shadows. 1, 2. Wait, are you seriously going to be 5, 6, 7? Okay, we had to wait 3 minutes for the shadows to load. Woohoo! So, first of all, yes, I'm sorry I haven't found. Well, there are a lot of games here. Some of them I'm not going to touch in my entire life because my time is limited and I'm not interested in everything that exists in the world. So I just want to focus on things that call my attention or that I think that can be interesting for many of you. And that includes, yes, Keyboard, the rolling game, which I haven't opened a lot of time. And this idea came 30 minutes ago looking at my Steam library in hopes to find anything to stream for today because I don't want my channel to be dead, but at this point I think it's dead because my usual viewers are all gone. And that happens when you stop uploading and well, you don't make it I just didn't have more content. Probably I can upload something from Depths of the Kingdom, especially if they drop another update. And a lot of things that the game is telling me, but I just want to. I don't know if I can start a new game. You know what? I don't want to. I don't want to just mess around. We'll just depart from where I am. And I want to remove the music because it's probably copyrighted, so it's better to streamer mode. What is this? Music when enable. Ooh. Okay. Party chat. The often used for voice. Graphics. I don't know if my full screen is going to work. Mm, yeah, 10 minutes just to configure the game. I probably need a new PC or new configuration for the graphics card. And again loading. Ha 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 ha. I love this game. But probably because of my settings and my duplicated screen too. It's okay. Repeat with me. Windows sucks. And it doesn't matter if your PC is good. Just give it a little time or get 3 or 4 PCs and one of them is going to broke. And the connection broke. Yoo-hoo. Nice. I adore this game. Yes, I'm playing with 2016 or maybe 2017 because I bought this PC in 2018 and when I bought it, it was already outdated. Because when I bought this, the RTX 20 came out and I didn't like them because they were overpriced and it just went worse and worse and worse and worse. And I think the gaming PC industry is over, at least for fun, because for competitive and for uh, special people, it's probably the way to go. But for me, there's no point of playing more games because at this point, I think modders do better jobs than regular developers in extending content. I mean, and for Tears of the Kingdom, I got challenge mode, which got me content and a lot of subscribers. And probably you had to wait for another 8 minutes because this looks like it's going to be problem after problem after problem. And if I don't manage to get this going, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't have a plan. I don't have a. And I want to quit YouTube again this time because it's something that I enjoy to do, but it's hard to find things to play and to do, especially when the game does a screen configuration every 30 to 40 seconds. Connection lost again. And the problem is that there's no way to configure the graphical settings of this game. They just glitch out and not work. And this is the first game that that has this problem. Yes, so as you can probably see, I don't spend a lot of time playing video games because I started after a long time with video games and after getting tired of everything the same over and over again, I think it's my time to say goodbye to the gaming thing. All the minimum requirements. Uh, early minimum 1050 Ti medium 2060 Ti more or less my graphic cards. Recommended with a 3060. Yeah, of course, why not? Let's put the best graphics card in the market because it's not going to come out of our pocket. And of course, the RAM. Well, you cannot do pretty much anything with 8 gigabytes of RAM thanks to Windows because in Ubuntu, for example, the server with just a terminal 300 megabytes of RAM memory. Are you proud, Microsoft? Are you proud that your system consumes more RAM than anything in the universe? Well, there's something called, not that I remember, the LTSC versions, which have better performance according to some people. I had to confirm that in some way, but first I'm going to try this one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I have to switch to plan B. But I don't have any plan B. So we'll just go with Super Mario Maker 2 and see which type of levels can we play. Because I've been in the starting screen for some time now, and I don't know. Well, I'm going to try one more thing, which is disabling the SLI. Some people might say, "Why are you doing with the SLI in 2025?" I mean, six. Well, there are some games I supported because I play mostly old games, and that old, yes, you're welcome. And for the looks of it, it probably is the SLI the problem. The good thing is I can disable it. The bad thing is that this will be the first game that has problem with it. Well, yeah, I'm going to try to disable the SLI. I'm not going to lie, the SLI gives a little performance because for the price I got the second card, it's like this is finally the PC of my dreams. This is it. And probably too late for the game because I should have bought this when the SLI was on top, but I don't regret it. Because I thought about it for a long time, but I never made the purchase, and I found this online at a very good price. And yes, it's. I mean, it's for me. Not. I wouldn't recommend an SLI for people that want to play newer games. For me, for example, it's not the thing because I don't like new games aside of some. There's still a use for the second card, and that's for AI upscaling. Ugh. AI upscaling for God. I mean, my God. Yeah, I know it sucks. Don't worry, we'll be okay. Nothing is going to happen. I cannot promise anything, but you'll be safe. Very, very safe. Moving on. I disabled the SLI. Let's try and escape. And it's probably going to perform better. Or the problem is going to be fixed. Because since the developers don't put an effort on. Well, it did put that changelog, but I probably think that this is not going to be useful because the developers can't really put the full debug crash or the full problem of the thing, and it's just searching and searching and searching and searching until it comes to light or it fixes by itself. But if this time it doesn't work, I'm not going to put any more effort and I'm going to close the game and never open again. Oh, I think it fixed. Or problem is speaking too soon. Yeah, probably spoke too soon. And it's still loading. So yes, it wasn't DSLI after all. It can probably be the capture card, but since you cannot reset the graphical settings or they aren't available at the start of the game. I mean, seriously, why didn't you think about this? How did this got released to the public? I mean, yes, it's early access, but come on. If the game is so well done at this point with good animations, including the configuring screen, why couldn't you make a graphics settings on the start menu, not the in-game menu? Yes, I know it looks hard and it is hard to do, but come on, you can do it, EA. Well, I think I'm asking for too much because we're talking about EA, and if you're not familiar with EA, it's basically a video game company that uh, gives shitty products for a lot of money. But this game is somehow free. So, well, and probably that's one of the. There aren't many good games out there anymore. Probably one of the new that I like is the button effect that we saw in other stream, which was very good. It has a lot of graphic requirements. I think the developer went nuclear on the graphic settings because there's a lot of graphical thing for the simplicity of the game, and sometimes high quality graphics doesn't make a game better, if not worse, because it takes a lot of time to load, and there are problems with graphics cards. The requirements are high, and with nowadays people having less money than ever to, well, who cares? People are going to meet the developer's requirements whether they like it or not, even if they can watch the entire thing. Or okay, I'm not going to trade it again. Skate is broken. Let's do some Super Mario Maker and call it a day. I want to. I'm sorry this had to happen this way, but I mean, it's what you had to do. You don't have more choices. I'm a little sad that I called them. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to uninstall it, so it won't take more space. And I don't want to open ever again. Oh, I played 102 minutes. Ooh, very well, very well. Yes, it came out to the same situation again of not having anything to stream. Well, uh, I mean, one of the things that I love about console is that it just work. While in PC you have to do one thing, to do the other. I mean, yes, Windows is death. I mean, if you remove gaming, which you probably should do because games nowadays are mostly a waste of time. If you play games, you probably should. I mean, if you don't play games, you should probably move to Linux. And yes, it is possible to move to Linux. I'll explain it later. I want to find now something that. I mean, Nintendo has a lot of shitty business practices that it don't support, but at least their video games are good at some point. I'm not really interested in something new from them, as I'm very inactive at this. That's it. I could make better banner, but I know that no one is going to watch this, so. Oh, low battery in the Joy-Con, and I still have the Xenoblade game open. So yeah, haven't touched the Switch. 1 second, please. Quick note: if you're a streamer, get yourself another pair of Joy-Cons. Even if you had a Switch 2 and the Switch 1, well, you had to pay your Joy-Cons because the Switch 1 Joy-Cons are compatible with the Switch 2, I believe. So here it is, Plan B. Unfortunately, the Plan B. Well, it is what it is. I cannot make everything possible in this life. I'm sorry. It's what it is. Mm, sometimes. Well, I mean, I'm tired of just solving problems. So if I cannot solve it and it isn't worth it, then I'll just move on. So, Mar Profundo, Depth C. Now let's see what is this about. So I'm not going to be here for a long time. Probably an hour or two. And what was I'm going to talk about? Oh, I don't know what it was. I was going to say something, but I don't remember what I was going to say. Damn it. I hit my brain. No, this is not a joke. I really hit my brain that keeps forgetting about everything and anything in this world. Whoa. How are you supposed to cross here? There's a giant barrier of... I think I know. No, it's physically... Oh. It's not bad, it could be better. Some of these levels here are not very promising, that's why I avoid the section of the Super Mario Maker 2. I was going to tell some mini story for the skating theme, but that's for another life. Let's play some games. Oh yes, I remember what I was going to talk about. I think I played this. So there was a time on high school that I was the entire... I had a laptop that was really bad, which I don't know how they thought that it was a good laptop for studying, because it didn't even work for that. It could barely handle Windows, but I thought one day, what if I install a light Linux distro? And yes, Ubuntu. And it worked. Yes, some programs I had to change, but I could do all the work that they asked me to do. And it probably was a little hard to adjust at the start, but it was possible. It's not like a Mission Impossible or some kind of thing that people say. I mean, it's not as straightforward as Windows or MacOS, but it exists, and there are a lot of flavors of Linux, because Linux is not like an operating system. It's just a kernel. It's just a base for everything to work, and then every developer makes their own flavor. And you don't like Ubuntu, you can try Debian. You don't like Debian, you can try Fedora. You like Fedora, you can try Red Hat Enterprise. And you can even try the server version, which is even better. Because once you try Ubuntu server or any server that has some type of Linux, you don't want to go back. And how do I know? Because my TrueNAS server, which is the server that I'm using for storing data, it runs on Linux. It used to run on FreeBSD, but it's got they switched to Linux. And I think I like this version better, especially with the Docker implementation that let me do some cool things. But depending on how much storage do you have to save, you probably need a lot of RAM. I have 8 on my backup server, and I think I have to put in more, or I have to disable the CFS thing. Man, I miss Xenoblade. No, I'm just kidding. I don't miss Xenoblade. I mean, the story is great, but like in other games, it doesn't make me want to open again and replay it. I mean, there are games that I enjoyed a lot. The story is very good, but I haven't touched them back for a long time, like Red Dead Redemption 2. And that's because the online mode is just pathetic. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows that the Red Dead Online is a meme. And I don't know if that was Rockstar's plan or... I bought the game mainly because, well, it was promising and it still is a good game. But honestly, each day I'm less interested in games than ever. I just focus on a few. Like for example the games that let me build and explore freely, and I think Minecraft does that job very well, and I think that's the reason, one of the reasons why it became the most sold game in the world, because it doesn't only allow you to construct, it does allow you to break the game with comments, with mods, and in server with plugins, even if Mojang didn't allow this or doesn't allow this. Microsoft. Okay. No, very serious because I didn't pay attention to this. Wait. Okay, I don't know what I have to do here. So I think is... Okay, I think I got an idea. I'm going to do like the other stream. I'm going to put a little more time here. But I don't want to get frustrated, so if this becomes... If I can't pass this, I'll just stop. Because there's nothing to win with playing this type of things. Hey, I beat it! Okay, what did you achieve? Nothing! Yeah, fuck off. I'm not going to waste my life into this kind of things because there isn't a price for beating them. So if I'm stuck a lot in a zone and I cannot memorize the pattern to beat it, I'll just move on. And suffering isn't fun at all. But it's fun for you because you can hear people. I'm not even going to try to figure out how is this done, because I probably won't be able to do it. We can spend a little more time and just figuring this out, but I don't want, because there's a point where you don't want to waste more time and you become like I like this design because the Koopa takes a lot of time to launch, and in order to apply muscular memory, which is the only way to beat this. Damn it. Okay, managed to pass this. These are the type of things that I talk about. You had to start from the beginning. The beginning is not easy because you had to battle with your own muscular memory, and my muscular memory is terrible unless I play for hours, and I don't have that much time, unfortunately. I want to spend another sleepless night trying to beat this, so if I cannot beat this, I leave and I go to other stuff because there's probably something better there. And sometimes beating it is not going to change anything because well, this one is easy. Even if it says queso, it isn't that hard. It's technical, but it isn't that hard, and it's well designed. And these are the type of levels that I like. The ones that put you into a challenge, but don't force you to do very hard stuff. But it can be harder. But for being the first guys of this guy, it looks really good. So these are the type of levels that I like to play. As I said, it's not hard, it's not extremely easy. Based on creator ID levels. Okay, interesting. I thought there was going to be some low gravity thing, but looks like it doesn't. And with a lot of time playing this game, you can see that I can do some patterns, but this is 10 plus years of playing these games. Not without pauses, because there are times where I quit this type of games. Especially when I remember when this was popular, and I remember when, I mean, the day where everyone didn't want to hear about this game anymore, and I became isolated with it, and this is me nowadays. I mean, I don't play this just this game, but I move on, and a lot of people that I know, the only thing that they like to do is going into parties, get drunk, and what else? Yeah, and spend a lot of money on things that they won't probably need. Well, I mean, I didn't see that firsthand, but I can imagine myself with people that, well, or spending money at the party, because I don't. Someone told me the amount of money they spend on partying, and I just think, how can you waste that amount of money in partying? I want to start over because I think there's something that I miss. Because there are blocks here. And I don't know if this is part of well, no, this will be impossible if these blocks were activated. Bottom mine but my falls down. A mine shot? No, it's scared. What ways even drop? See, there are people that like to waste money on things. A lot of money on things. Look at me, I don't have any money, but I don't have money, but I still have a lot of things. But there's a gotcha here. A lot of the things I have are very old and my phone. Well, I know they have a better phone, but I used to have an old phone that barely miraculously worked. Or barely worked, better said. And people insist me that I should change my phone for the sake of being more communicated, even if I don't turn it on until I remember. Because I use my phone for what? For nothing really. Okay, this is an interesting platforming. It's not new, but the concept is unique. And these mechanics are becoming a little repetitive. I would like to know what happens if... I mean, what will happen the day that the developers of this game add custom events or scripts or something complicated. I wonder what will it happen. Okay. Because if you don't know, the mods of Mario games are created with hacks mainly. This is official, but the mods and some of the mods are very well done. I think I'm getting myself confused. Oh, boss battle. Very original as well. Okay, starting to see how it works. Damn it. Why did you put 2 doors? Probably to look more interesting. It's good. I mean, it's not the best thing on the universe. Or at least on my taste. Got number 1 weekly. Oh, this is probably an edit of the... This means so much to me. Thanks everyone from the bottom of my heart. Okay. And what is this about? Is this one of these refreshing levels that just lags your screen? That's it? I did better levels on my own world bot, so Boo! There are better things out there. Let me spawn castle, and this is automatic. Nah. So do you want to see a refreshing level? There are a lot of this on this game. And the only thing that does is... The only thing that they do is put a lot of effects. And a lot of lag. And they're almost the same levels. They're copying each other out. So yes, the same levels. Nocturnal. Let's try this. I'll probably regret it, but there's no... Damn it. Can I... Okay. Okay, cool concept. So this makes you rethink your life choices a lot. This is a very interesting concept. It's the first time that I've seen this type of... Whoops. It's the first time that I've seen this type of monsters in a level. Well, it's the first time that I've seen them in general. Because I didn't know this existed. But hey, something new! And you have to be grateful for that because you don't see new things nowadays in Super Mario Maker. Whoa. And also a little stressing too, not gonna lie. And checkpoint. Ooh. Oh, the developer thought about this. Haha. Damn it. Well, at least I know how to clear this pass. Goodbye. Probably see that one coming. This one is very precise. I have to pay attention. Damn it. Now, let's do this one, even if it takes time. Because I like the concept. At least something different from Okay, here there's no more. There's no other choice than jump. I thought that if I run fast enough, I could make it, but it is impossible. And sometimes my brain betrays me. I still don't know how did I manage to clear that on the first try. Probably because I was paying proper attention. Or probably because pure luck. Who knows? The beginner's luck. And of course my brain failing me again because I have to... There's so much things happening that the only way I can process things is by failing, and this makes me repeat things again and again, and that's why I hate this type of things that you fail, you go back 1000 steps. Okay, I think I know how to clear that. So that was the way to clear this. I had to... Oh! So right now I'm extremely concentrated because I don't know what can be the output of this. Ooh! Easy. Well, I wouldn't call it easy because if you compare other levels, this is not easy at all. It's complicated, but it's not hard. But I wouldn't call this easy. Very clear? What? So this is how a level should be. That's another example of a good level. Well, you don't have superstar invincibility. That's it. We don't want to do it again. Let's see if I can beat the world record. Yeah, I mean... And 3 lives just in case. I think I like parkour better than castles. Okay, no, I know how to do that. Not that I did this. Because that's how the brain works. And I can probably do a failsafe here. If that's the proper term of... That is a bad invention because if you know something about human psychology, the first thing that you should know is that no human reacts to everything in the proper way. Like here, for example. Sometimes you became psychologically drawn because the amount of things that you have to do are too much for you and you end up failing. And since it's the first time you see it, then you don't know what's going to happen and you become panic. Oh yes. This is another of the things that I don't like. Okay, this wasn't as bad as I think it was, but not enough for her because there are a lot of problems in the level. Unless the purpose was trolling, of course. A 45-minute build. Wait, you took 45 minutes to make this? Hmm. How many tries will I need to make to reach that point again? More space will be appreciated. Probably not. Probably that I had enough space to operate and I just didn't see it until much later. Yeah, it was my problem. What should I do here? What? So what am... Oh, I think I know. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Yum, yum. I seriously don't know how it's going to work. Sorry, what? Hmm. I think I'm starting to see some things clear. But it's... I like games that make me think and have ability at the same time. Because I cannot do both at the same time. I think the problem here is that you have to be very precise. And one thing that I hate about precision levels is that the fact that you have to be extremely precise on some levels to the pixel. And it's possible, yes. Are you going to suffer? Yes. It's worth the suffer? No! And it never will. Okay, so I think I got the idea here. Okay, so it was well indicated, but I didn't understand. Oh! I don't know how didn't manage to salvage that. So this is good enough to give it a hearth. So congratulations. You were lucky that that wasn't a design flaw and I didn't just understand it. I'm joking, I don't know Japanese, and I probably never will. I mean, I don't nobody should study all the languages in the world. And how is this? How does this just have a 9% clear rate? What's the complicated thing here? Because I don't see this complicated. It looks more like the classical Mario platforming, nothing out of the ordinary. And in fact I think it's great because this type of design for the limitations of Super Mario Maker is great. So my theory is that the people thought, oh, this is just a boring level and didn't play it. But I think you should also give this type of levels an opportunity. So again, this has a 9% clear rate. Ooh, interesting mechanic. I don't like how this squirrel glues into the wall. And does this go anywhere? No. Just for wasting your time. So it forces you to... So probably this is the hard part of the level. But it's doable. It's not as hard as those Kaisos, and I like that there's a second chance here. Damn it. This is my fault too. This is the result of being a little impatient. Sometimes I figure myself that I'm making pronunciation mistakes. And I don't know why can't I fix it. Probably because I speak too fast. Probably because I'm concentrated in two things at the same time. Probably because I speak too fast. Probably because all of the above things. And the creator abuses a lot of that animation about the ta 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 ta. But yes, there's nothing you can do to. For example, the clapping thing at the time of grabbing the coin is great, and this too, because it's not overwhelming. This ending is. There could be a final boss here that could end the game in the level better. So I think for some part this level is okay. Yeah, let's say it's okay. No. I don't want to. 44 minutes, so this is going to be the shortest stream that... Well, no, it's not going to be. The cancelled episode 7 Xenoblade is probably the shortest that I made. Because I had to cancel it. Unfortunately, I had to cancel it. And stop it play for 1 year. And there are a lot of games that I have that I still haven't played. I probably never will. Because I don't understand them or because I'm not interested. For me, it's a surprise that I became interested in Zelda. As I never thought I will become such a pro player. I mean, it's not like I like to... How should I say it in English? It's not like I want to put a sign on my head and say I'm a pro player. It's just what I believe is the fact. I mean, I'm not like Kuroki. The guy's a god. But I don't want to be like him either because I want to be efficient, not a... Let's see. Kuroki is like the god of combinations, but I rather do strategy and efficiency more than tactics. Precision is key. Fuck you. Well, at least this is not pixel precise. I remember the level. Mario's fault, not a Mario's friend, not fault. That thing was horrible. It's not a case. It's not a case of level. It's a precision level. And this isn't as bad as the title portrays, but I can see that a lot of people is going to struggle with this. And probably me if in 2 more minutes as well. Okay, let's be real. Not everyone is perfect, and you have to accept that yourself. Whoa, I don't know how did they manage. I, it probably sounds like irony, but no, I'm serious. I don't know how did they beat this on my first try. On my first try, sorry. So it's good. A little more good because when I put horses because I enjoy the level, but the castle one, I don't know. It feels like it doesn't feel for me like it's good enough. There could be improvements, especially in the second part. Well, this is going to be the last level. I'm going to stop because the, I mean, this game is not getting any upgrades anytime soon, right? It's the problem with Super Mario Maker that now every level is the same, and that's the reason I stopped playing. But I have to take advantage of the online subscription that I bought to play Xenoblade and use it to play Super Mario Maker, even if it is just once in a year. Well, probably once in a year on YouTube, but probably in my private life I'll give it more tries. Or probably not. I will probably play the. I still have to edit the Xenoblade videos, but since nobody watches them, I don't think it's worth to put the effort on doing a lot of work on the episodes, which are just going to be 15-minute summaries made to be more entertaining. I mean, I think the goal should be to watch the entire gameplay. The first episodes, probably from the first year of playing, from 1 to 7. Which will be called the first season. Damn it, I did it and I still die. Boo, Mario, boo, you suck. You and... Well, I probably should not say it. Spin to win, baby. I mean, that is a phrase they heard on Zelda. But it works here too. Need to calibrate my brain into that. So this is the problem. I need to calibrate, but my brain doesn't work on milliseconds. What if I get myself closer to the... I'm going to fail here again. I did. Thank you very much, myself, for confirming it. And I'm going to fail again. Oh, I didn't. Thank you, present. Wait, what? So I can just skip the one in the middle and do the jump? This is where my brain glitched. Because I didn't look the up part until I scanned the down part. But I still need to make room for that thing to move. I don't know the name. If someone knows the name, please write in chat. Well, I don't think nobody's going to write in chat. Okay, I don't understand this. If I take a little more of run, I can go. But no, it's better to wait. Yeah, no strategies. Only try until there are times where there's no strategy available and it's only just try until you make it. And you have to die 1,000 times. There's no first try or whatever. And everyone that says first try is just trolling you. Because there's no way this is psychologically possible on the first time. What's psychologically possible? Well, the fact that a human being needs time to process the scene before taking decisions. And sometimes before I die, my brain's still processing the scene like this one and still trying to make decisions. For example, this is working differently than I expected, so I'll probably need to die 3 more times to... Or probably not. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I don't understand. Or that I don't get it until seconds later. And some things are complete fails. I think for me a better player is the one that can save himself from trouble, not the one that can beat levels like this, because for me beating this is just a fact of muscular memory and continuing trail, and you don't advance in the game because you're not using your brain and you're not using your skills, and that's not a proper test level for... Well, I could try to do this as a failsafe, but I reacted too late. This is why when you hear me speaking about psychologically possible, they will tell you what the conditions of a normal human playing for the first time, and how many tries does it need, and how many tries will it take to make the human so pissed off that his nervous system will start to fall because of stress. These are the conditions of psychologically possible. Seriously? Someone died there? Well, I mean, it's possible, so if it is possible, don't question it. Okay, this is not... This is pretty good. And as I say, thank you for watching. I know it's very short. It's okay. I hope I find something to play because I'm not finding a lot and I'm just slowly quitting from video games. But don't want this channel to die either. So any ideas are welcome. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next Sunday.